Hello everyone and welcome back to Level of Detail, a vodcast by the Games Development Department here at Staffordshire University. I'm David James and I'm a Senior Lecturer in Games Design, and I'm joined today by Shaun Reeves, who's a Senior Lecturer and Course Leader in Games Development, and Hannah Waters, who's a Lecturer and Module Leader for 3D Games Art. In each episode we'll focus on different aspects of games design and development, the games industry and games research, and last episode we took a bit of a dive into the metaverse and put on what you could probably only describe as a masterclass in Fortnite. Today's episode is all about people working together though, which is nice, right? So we're going to work towards that common goal and we're going to focus on purely cooperative games and maybe also take a look a bit about local multiplayer games while we're at it. Before we get stuck into that though, I just wanted to share some great news. Since our last episode, Staffs has won the Tiger nomination for Best Education Initiative, and that was for our industry-leading One-Up studio, which we ran over the summer of 2022. This involved us creating a development studio staffed purely by our students, in which they created this awesome Staffs First project, which was like a digital, playable recreation of Staffordshire University. And it was designed to help new students meet each other and just learn all about our awesome campus and our fantastic facilities. Really proud of that, I'm super happy about it. So anyway, without further ado, I think we're going to jump into a bit of co-op, and what are we starting with? It looks a bit to me like Overcooked.
Overcooked 2?
Just a little bit of Overcooked 2.
Why would we inflict that upon ourselves?
I think we must hate ourselves, honestly.
Overcooked is a brilliant game, but as we were just talking a bit earlier, weren't we? We're all a little familiar with this and the arguments that can sometimes stem from it, so we're not going to do that today.
Yes.
We're going to be testing our relationships here that we've developed over the years.
Try not to inflict any trauma upon each other.
We will be fine. We will be fine.
I've fallen in the water already.
Surely I put some flour in a mix. Oh, I fell off. There's something that's... Oh, a weird thing over there.
That's
what are
a
they,
bin.
raisins?
That's a bin. I fell in the water again.
Sure,
are we doing one each?
Well, we could work together. Oh, if you chuck that into my bowl, here, this one.
I've just...
And when I said chuck, I meant place, sorry.
Sorry,
that was a miscommunication. Oh.
I've 3 times I've thrown that into the water.
Okay, so that was... that was an
Overcooked
unmitigated disaster. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to go into arcade mode because nobody. No. We're going to go again. We go again, but we're going to go again from the campaign, I reckon.
Yes.
But we'll maybe skip the narrative bit because it's a bit
long.
It goes on a bit, but if we just get to like a bit where we can just play through, start off with the beginner. The friendly levels.
If we know how to do the thing, we can know how to do the thing together.
Yeah. Right, we're going to do that then. Shaun, Hannah, put us in. Get us going.
Tutorial.
Here we go.
That'll do us.
That's what we need.
We bit off more than we could chew.
And what we had got was unedible.
Oh dear, there you go.
Oh, actually, let's just...
Boom, boom, boom. Right. So, friends watching and friends at home, we're going to assume that you know the plot to Overcooked 2. It's also irrelevant for what we're doing today. We wanted to make some food. Oops. Hold to skip.
Hey!
B.
Oh.
Okay, sure. So I'm at the top, you two at the bottom.
Okay, so
this is more my speed.
We have to make...
I've got the ability to... So I've got the
You've
chopping.
got the
You got the chopping ability.
I've passed a lettuce to you.
And so the first thing we need, is it just to prepare a lettuce?
Good work.
Is that right?
There we go.
Yeah.
Chop, chop, chop.
Okay, and I'm going to pass you the prepared lettuce back.
Okay.
This is...
Right, Shaun, you put that lettuce on a plate.
On that plate.
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then we pick the plate up and we put it on the serving hatch. Look
Get
at that.
in.
We're
Just
chefs.
like that. Okay, right. I'll prepare this thing now. And I'll pop you that there. Who's put a cucumber there? Just complicating things. It's not cucumber time.
Oh, is it a cucumber? I'll just throw that at you then.
Okay.
I'm going to put this onto the plate.
And same plate.
Same plate.
So we take the two
and then we'll
things
serve
together.
it.
Serve
Okay.
it.
Wow.
And there we go.
Oh, that cucumber, need the cucumber.
Right.
We need a cucumber
I need
now.
one of each, please.
I will get the tomatoes.
I'll get the
Do you
green.
know, I've actually grown some fantastic tomatoes at home this summer, yeah.
In real life?
Really? Wow.
In my life, yeah.
That's prepared you for this. You've trained the whole summer for this.
Cooperatively with my daughters.
Oh, Oh, fantastic. Awesome.
Co-op.
Yes,
Here we
yes,
go.
indeed, yeah.
Oh my,
There we go.
excuse
Oh,
me.
have you got the tomatoes
Chuck
there,
us a
Deej?
tomato.
I am, sorry, I've got a bit on. There you go, right. I'll let you guys have that then.
I'll be honest with you, this kind of playing on, cooperatively like this with friends and just having a bit of a laugh as you're going through it, it's nice, isn't it? It's something that I think, like, for example, the weekend, a friend of mine, he got a PlayStation 5, he got Ghost of Tsushima, and we met up online for the first time in a long time. We don't get to see each other that often. Big shout out to Kempi. And we played the campaign together. Strategizing. I was a samurai, he was an assassin. And it was just great just to catch up to, it was like old times, going to the pub and a beer, but like you got a headset on with Gavin a game,
I'm with you.
and a good laugh.
There's a, no.
And it was, afterwards, it was good for the soul.
Yeah.
It felt really good, honestly,
It tickles that same part of your brain, doesn't it, as seeing people in real life. And sometimes it's just playing a game and having a chat about stuff. It's, everyone can attest who's played something, can't they? But like, having that little activity whilst you're having a chat, it's quite nice. It just sort of makes, you just feel like using your time pretty well.
Almost like facilitates a conversation if you've got something to do as well.
No, absolutely. No, it's awesome.
Equally, there was an article I wrote a while ago on LinkedIn, nothing serious, but just about how like D&D, using D&D as a kind of cooperative team building exercise. With at work. It maybe not with people who game, maybe like an accountancy studio or something like that, but then it kind of brings out the experience of others, to take control and lead. Let's say, so-and-so from accounts or so-and-so from HR, whatever, who doesn't lead, they just do the general admin.
Sure.
All of a sudden they put them into a D&D campaign and they're leading this kind of the campaign or a puzzle or the and it brings out its kind of characteristics in them that they don't display in work that might be supported for develelment within a working role.
Absolutely.
For a promotion, maybe.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, things you don't get the opportunity to show.
Exactly.
Otherwise.
Yeah. They wouldn't normally kind of lead at work. Maybe not given the opportunity or too afraid to do so. But in an environment which is quite relaxed and gaming. No, that's it.
I did. We're going back a few years now, so you will probably be able to correct me on this. But years ago, I did a bit of work on, like real life team roles. I've heard like Balbin's team roles and stuff like that.
Yes.
I did a bit of work a long time ago where I was looking at, does that transfer to the virtual world? So like because Balbin's team roles, again, if I'm misquoting it, someone will be able to tell me. But it's basically the concept that different people got different strengths in a team, and you make a good team by having people with all these very different strengths, and that team would do better than if like you just put a team together of just like the best people.
Yes.
Sometimes it's best to have like some people who's just like the glue or the oil.
Indeed.
And I was like, does that transfer to games? And it turned, I did a bunch of testing and did a lot of observations and stuff. And it turned out that, as you hopefully would expect, it does. And so it was a real good way. You could get the same kind of team building experience in a game to an extent as you would in real life, as what came out of that. And and that was never true at like than a year or two ago with like lockdown and stuff, when we didn't have a choice, and we kept in touch a lot. A lot of the games development department sort of kept in touch a lot through that medium, didn't we?
Definitely, yeah.
I think that's one of the things that, like, when you think about what makes a good cooperative game, is something where each individual person has like a specific role.
So
because if you can complete a co-op game solo, then it isn't a good co-op game. If you're having to rely on everyone else and everyone has a role, then that does make it a good game.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think we need to get going, guys. King Onion would like us to...
terribly sorry, King Onion, terribly sorry. Gosh,
runs a tight ship.
We should take our job seriously.
Yeah. But that idea, like people taking different roles, like you've seen that as well. Like if you ever play like multiplayer, I'm bad at Call of Duty. Right? People will be surprised to hear this, but I'm terrible at Call of Duty. But in a multiplayer team, like, if someone just does their role, like defend the flag or just goes attack the flag, that team tends to do better than if you've just got the person who runs around just shooting everybody and doesn't work as a team, you know. So,
exactly, yeah.
You know, so sometimes someone can just specialise in an area and get some good results. So
I might have accidentally chucked us back into mist.
It's all right.
Ignore this.
It's all right. Let's
It's okay.
I think I proved I'm a dab hand at cutting up onions.
Yeah.
Onions weren't even
That's
onions.
that's your role.
Didn't even have onions. I
Didn't
made that
even
one
have
up. It was
onions.
tomatoes,
That's next time,
cucumber.
that's next time.
Yeah, getting ahead of myself.
Yeah. Level 2.
The king's an onion. That'd be regicide, and that's that's the last thing we need. Right, let's go. Let's go.
At the moment. Cool, man. Right, so we've got to drive our car.
Drive yourself around.
Drive the banter bus to
Dun-dun-dun.
the next one.
There we go. This is the big one. This is the test. This is where we're all together.
Oh yeah.
And Deej isn't locked at the top, and we're not locked at the bottom.
God.
We've got to figure out roles.
We can't lock him in.
Oh, wow.
Sneak off
No.
for a cheeky beer
It'll
at
be
lunch.
fine. It will be right. What's
New
that?
recipe.
Sashimi. What am I doing with that then? Chopping up something, putting it on a plate,
This is ghost of sashimi. This is
Wow.
this is what we're doing now.
That's pretty good.
chopping up something. Right. Okay.
Chop up some fish.
Okay, so shall we strategise?
Right.
Indeed.
Shall I bring
I'll-
plates
I'll chop.
to? I'll tell you what to do.
And just drop it.
X, there we go.
So once you've chopped and it's on the
I'll
plate,
chuck
is
it
it
on the-
literally served? It doesn't mean
Yeah.
cooking because it's
There we
because
go.
it's sushi. Fair enough.
I'll
do my
chuck
best
that
to help
out
then.
there.
I'll do something then.
Oh, wrong one. Do
I'll-
they,
I
you,
will
yeah,
chop-
you
I'll-
do the prawns,
I'll-
I'll do the tunas.
Yeah.
Or the blueies.
Yeah. it's
Shall I
just
collect the
prawn, is it?
plates?
Yeah.
And you
You
serve
can be the
Shaun.
busboy.
Oh my God.
I know my place.
Look at this finely oiled machine. World record. This is going to be on camera as well.
So
We're speedrunning it.
People are going to lose their minds when they see this perfect run.
again, who's the mouse? Who's blue?
I'm the mouse.
You're the mouse. Right. Okay, Hannah. I am on my way with.
Get them served.
Dude, look how quick we're
Get them
getting these out
served,
here,
mate.
mate. It's only because you're right next to the serving hatch.
Oh, I'd
don't
kill
want to tread
for a
on your
plate, you
toes.
know. I'd kill for a plate.
Oh gosh, hang on, what there? I've run out of plates.
I don't want to.
Hang on, what there? I can
Okay.
dash. I can dash.
Right, I'll bring some over.
Give Shaun a hand.
Okay, man, he needs it.
Right, hang on. There we go. Oh, Deej.
Can you put a plate on food and will it just magically turn into a plate? Oh, there you
Imagine
go.
that.
I think that worked.
Right. So,
There we go.
in terms of the design of
Yeah.
this level, do you think it's suited for a cooperative? Because obviously one person is benefiting here. Because if
you're-
Deej, for example, I'm getting all his food out, or we work. Is this
But it's
together?
well, that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Like we're not. It's not. I don't think it actually scores as individually. Does it? I've
No.
just thrown that across the
Oh,
screen.
that's good.
It
then.
doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah. So you know. So there's no.
I'm
there's
just
no-
going to put.
Why are you chucking a full fish on the plate?
Well, yeah, I can't put them on there, can we? You need to chop. Sorry, Deej. Not when you got a
I've just
knife
cut
in your hand.
off. It is a nice, like we were just saying that, like we were half joking, but there is a truth to it. Like going from the game physically separating us, so we have to have separate roles, to just like no, now you've actually got to talk to each other and figure out your role. Like it's a nice little step, and the level's so simple. I mean, look at it, but it works a treat. Works really well for what we need, which is awesome. I mean, we picked Overcooked too, didn't we? Because we were talking about what co-op game can we play, and we're like, this is one that we all knew.
Yes.
It's
So-
one that we all knew. To some extent.
Over the years, what sort of other co-op games that you've played that you got good memories
Well,
of?
that was it. Yeah. It's like, is this the biggest co-op game, like to you, or have you got anything better that you've played that we couldn't maybe play on the Switch? 'Cause we're playing on the Nintendo Switch today.
Yeah, nothing that springs to mind kind of on the Switch. Over the years, kind of coach co-op like this, even one-player games I've played cooperatively like with the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, like handing the remote out and
Yeah,
stuff.
and what I absolutely love, I think, what kind of PlayStation, Xbox have done over the number of years is the buddy controller. The ability
Yeah,
where
yeah.
It's an accessibility tool. So if obviously you're playing with somebody that is maybe motor neuron, struggle with motor neurons skills, or even you're just playing with kids. So for example, my daughter, she's 8. Hi Holly. I think I've said hello already. Hello Harriet, I've already said that as well.
Cover your
But
bases.
hi Helen. And, but we played Ori
Yeah.
But we, unfortunately, we play them back to front, so get them in the right order, okay, before you get to play them. Remember that. All right, guys. But we played the second one first, and then we played the first one. Now, I think aesthetically, the second one is pretty, really pretty. The first one has got a great more detail to it, I think, you know. Sure. And there's a lot more mechanics, I think, to the second one. Nevertheless, the storyline through both is just incredible. And they cooperatively, it was a kind of a pass the controller round, and then they released the buddy controller, and then I figured out how that works, because it's not an easy thing. Microsoft, please sort that out. And it was brilliant. So my daughter played, she got a bit stuck, and then I put a controller out of the situation, and we cooperatively kind of progressed through. And that game for me sticks in my head as a memory, as a cooperative, fantastic game, but also where it was in terms of the type of memory it was, I should say.
Yeah,
right?
no, that's it. Yeah,
because it was really positive, it was lovely, and it got to a point, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it got to a point in the story where my daughter cried.
Aww.
Because of what happened in the story. Not the gameplay, but what happened in the story. No, awesome. And it was lovely because we'd all worked together to get to that point of the story. And the fact that it emotionally affected her so much, where she was like, she was sad, but she was happy, and it was, it was a fantastic game. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's ace. That's what it's about, isn't it? Sort of like just building memories and having these experiences, and you can do it a bit more like when you're sitting with people. So,
yeah, it's like cool. Remember the old Mario on the Wii.
Yeah.
The red one, the red box one. And if you went too far ahead and the other character fell off the back of the screen, you'd
be a little bubble and go. Woo.
Well, yeah, and you'd die, and that caused many arguments in our race when we were playing that. I've been collecting at the moment a load of older games and framing them. Okay, I'm not set up an Etsy shop, so don't ask. So I got LA Noire.
Oh yeah.
Right. Partly because the wife and I kind of played it cooperatively again together, but this is obviously back on the 360 when you pass the controller around. I did the driving, she did the murders.
That's it. You know, you got to play to your skills.
Yeah, exactly.
All in game, obviously. But it was great, really good fun. Great story. What we're doing here, guys?
We're making some sushi.
Immediately lost the plot.
Right.
What we're missing here, Hannah?
So,
drive this.
You need, to make sushi, you need rice, fish, and a nori, seaweed.
Yes.
So I've chucked the rice in the pot, and it'll cook.
Yes.
And then chop up a fish, and chuck a bit of seaweed, all that on the plate, and we should be good.
Okay. So
and let's not burn our rice.
Right. So.
Oh golly gosh.
That's cool. So Hannah, if you're on rice, then make sure rice doesn't burn.
Rice doesn't burn.
I'll chop. Or Shaun, what do you want to do?
You
want to chop fish, and I'll add seaweed and plates.
I can chop fish, yeah.
So if
how do we chop fish now?
Top X, I believe.
Is it? Oh yes, it is. Yeah.
So I'm failing immediately at plating.
Okay. Where are the plates? Where do we?
There is one on the bottom left.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on there, yeah.
Chuck it on that one. Yeah, and that's one.
Can get that
out. So I've got some rice on there. I got some what's it on there, and I need a fish. So that one needs a fish. This one's ready to be served, I think, isn't it? Let's go.
Where am I? Oh, I just lost who I was.
Whoa. There we go. So if you get some fish on that, perfect.
There's another one there.
Good. I'll get him served. Get him all served up. Look at these people getting in the way. Get out. This is a game.
This wouldn't normally happen, would it?
This is a professional environment.
Marco Pierre White wouldn't be having any of this, would he? I mean.
Yeah. Look at unbelievable.
Hey.
Unbelievable.
We're on fire apparently, but in a good way.
Okay, so the plates. Deej, you just put the plate there, have you?
Yeah, I'll keep smashing plates out.
Okay, matey.
And you can, if you put salmon on it, Hannah gets the rice on. I'll stick some seaweed on, and we're good to go.
Okay, there's another one.
Let's get it. Have you got any sort of favourite co-op games then, Hannah?
Favourite co-op games? I was trying to think of what I'd count, because recently I found like co-op games haven't really been in the mainstream too much. But when I was looking back, for some reason, Mario Kart Double Dash, like, I loved playing that game, but like only the cooperative bit, because you can play it like single player and like control both characters. But I think it's because I wasn't very good at driving, so I like just sitting in the back chucking stuff out.
Yeah.
Less pressure. Definitely. Or any game where they had like a multiplayer kind of campaign mode. So I used to play a lot of like Halo 3 when I was younger with like my twin brother, and we'd grind.
brother?
Yeah, I have a twin
Really?
brother. Yeah, we're identical.
No.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Yeah, so.
12 seconds.
Shout out to my twin brother David.
I think we call it there. We haven't got 5 seconds. Can't do anything in 5 seconds.
Oh no.
Oh well, I feel like that was
I think we did well. We're on fire. We've got
Perfect.
tip times 4, whatever that means.
I'm not being funny, guys, but there was 2 lots of fish at the bottom there waiting to
Oh,
be served.
who's that on then? Who's on fish?
Well,
You were- I was on
I'm doing the
tables.
chopping.
Rice takes quite a while to cook, so that's not on me.
Oh, right. Is that loading? We're getting another one.
Du-du-du-du.
Yeah.
What's your favourite co-op game?
That's a very good question. Halo was a good shout, you know. I spent a lot of time on the Xbox, the original Xbox. Me and my mate, because you could only play. Again, I'm willing to be corrected on this. I'm sure you could only do 2 players. Halo on the original Xbox, split screen, co-op.
Yeah.
And we just sort of like just played through most of the campaign. I've got very fond memories of that.
Yeah.
We're both working in a video shop at the time when we were at uni as well. So
Wait, you were playing it while you were in the video shop?
it's a long time ago. I can say that now. You know what I mean? I can say
Different
it
world
now.
now.
Name drop the shop.
Nah. But that
Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore.
yeah, it doesn't matter. They'll never find me. It was but that's a
What
really
was,
good one.
There was that game mode, the Wave one, where all the I can't remember what they called it because it was kind
Like
of
the
very
Horde
similar.
mode?
Yeah,
Was
like
it?
a horde mode type thing, but I can't remember. It had a certain name.
I know what you mean.
But I can't remember what it was. All the is it the arbiters and stuff?
Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to. Was that Halo 1? It sounds like it was too fancy for Halo 1.
Yeah, it might have been.
Might have been one of the newer ones. Maybe.
Shall I?
What's the crack?
Shall I do the cucumbers? You guys stay on that side.
I'm gonna have to keep running back and forth to get me rice.
Oh yes, the rice is there.
What's
as well,
that
isn't it?
first recipe on the far left? Is that just literally?
Oh, that is just a chopped
just
prawn.
Get that all
prawns.
chopped.
Yeah.
Get that chopped up. Get it on a plate. Get that served.
Let me bring I'm gonna bring some
sorry,
plates
in the
over
way
for
there.
you.
Oh.
Oh, grab that rice.
I'll grab it off the.
Chuck it on this one, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll serve it if someone.
There we go.
All right, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Gosh,
Okay.
some more rice.
So you
Oh
go.
gosh, why is everything flash red?
Oh, I might have served the wrong thing. I might have
Oh.
served something that wasn't a meal. Maybe that's what it was. So we need a little packet of seaweed, a little
Just
white
a little
ball of
cucumber.
rice.
I've just put a cucumber there. I haven't chopped anything.
I'll
I
chop
need
this
to. I need to
cucumber.
pot wash as well.
Oh jeez.
Oh no.
Oh
I'm
no.
very quickly going to get these 2 prawn dishes I can see out because they're just prawns.
Oh, there's
if there's a
oh
plate.
that rice is gonna. bloody
I'll go and get it. 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 Getting it.
Where's the seaweed?
I will be honest with you guys, right?
Yes.
Co-op, love it, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooking, I'm useless.
Oh,
I,
tell
honestly,
me about
the
it.
wife will contest to that.
No, absolutely.
So, although if you want some slabs lane, or I'm into a bit of a DIY.
Is there a co-op DIY game
There has to be.
Well-
if there isn't, there will be.
that will make it?
Yeah, we'll make
Oh, I'm
it.
giving you dirty plates here. What I'm doing?
Is it that on that note? Then, has either of you, because obviously we all make games or make parts of games. It's literally our jobs. Co-op games. Ever made a co-op game or worked on anything?
It's because I do a lot of Games Jam things,
Tell me.
and it was last year Global Games Jam. I think the theme was duality,
Mm-hmm.
and so a lot of cooperative games were made out of that. And we made this game. I wanted to call it Duakity, 2 cats.
Okay.
But apparently that sounded stupid, so we went for Copy Kitty instead.
I mean, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
That's a
but
pretty good name.
it was a game where you were a 2-headed, cat dog.
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but cat. And
Okay.
you had to navigate a level all attached together. Very much
Okay.
like that game you were talking about.
Oh, the one that we'll maybe have a look at in a bit.
What is it called?
Heave Ho. The one I
Heave
was on
Ho, yeah.
about.
But featuring cats.
Oh, awesome. So like physicsy.
Yeah,
Like
physicsy, and you could yank each other around. We had a lot of fun recording cat noises for each of the cats.
Awesome. Oh, hold on, sorry, I just need to get this cooked. That's not cooked, is it? I think that's an empty pot of... Where the heck is the oven?
I thought it was empty, and I put it over there to be filled. And I think you've been trying to fill a full.
Oh, we've run out of time. I don't know if we've done quite as well there.
Oh, we're on fire. Tip times 4
We'll
or
take
something.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's too
we'll
bad.
take it.
Take a few.
All small victories.
Was it nice and finished then, that
Yeah,
Game Jam
well,
game? A pretty good place?
Reasonably. There is a trailer.
Oh,
Copy Kitty.
There
What,
you go.
what a game, what a game.
Have a search for Copy Kitty.
Yeah.
Sean, you worked on anything? Like sort of co-op-y?
Not really, no. Not of late. Obviously, jumping into from digital to analog games. We've seen obviously through the pandemic a lot of games that have come out that which are one player. Yeah. Okay. But obviously, we're outside of the pandemic now, and we've seen a lot of board games also come out which have got fantastic kind of co-op abilities. I've just taken delivery of a Kickstarter, which I've waited nearly 3 years for, and it's well worth the wait, mate, honestly.
Oh, yeah?
It's called Night Tales by the studio Voodoo Games.
Okay.
I've been talking to them at the minute on the possibility of working with them on a mobile version, because it looks awesome, right?
Awesome.
But fundamentally, it's a kind of like a tower defense strategy co-op.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And what's really nice is that you've got competitive co-op. So you work competitively. You go through 3 day-night cycles. You equip your characters. Then you have to fight all the demons that come with the monsters that come with you through the forest.
Yeah.
Survive 2 days and protect the village. And then you need to each level you power up. But when you're working on a co-op perspective, co-op competitive perspective, you work together to beat the monsters.
Yeah.
All right. But you've also got to work independently to gather your own points to be the person at the end of the game that once you've worked together, you're the person that they sing your name in the tavern.
Very cool.
And Hannah got the monsters and she won the game and that sort of stuff.
That reminds me of, have you ever played Gauntlet before?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's co-op, but you do have like, whoever has the most dosh at the end is kind of like, you get a bit...
Really won.
Yeah, you're the true winner. I do like ones where there is that aspect of like, kind of solo reward as well.
Sure. Yeah, well, that one's got competitive co-op, but you've got pure co-op, but also solo mode in it as well. It's really clever. I mean, this is an analog game, and there's so much to it. I need to do some chopping here.
Need a bit of fish on this one by me on the left.
Oh, crikey. Oh.
The main sort of co-op game that I didn't work on it, but our students did. Do you remember Monsterfy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for people watching, we have a big module that runs over 2 years actually, and it's our collaborative module. And what that involves is basically students working in a big team, and it's all student-led. Students work together, various skills, and they make a game, essentially. And we had a game made. I mean, it produces some brilliant games, doesn't it? In general. But we had one last year that was like Overcooked, but the purpose of it was you're like a bunch of mad scientists, kind of like making a monster, sort of sticking like different monster parts together, weren't you? And like instead of serving meals, you've created monsters, and it was brilliant. It was so much fun to play, and like it was polished to the nines as well. It was a fantastic piece of work. It's on itch.io, and maybe we can get a link or something like in the comments for this or whatever. But it's absolutely worth watching. It's brilliant, the trailer for it.
We don't have any plates.
Yeah.
On the pot there. There's a pot. Get it away, Deej.
Oh no,
I'm
sorry.
There we go. What there. I've got this. Let's just pop that there.
Grab a seaweed.
Just need a bit of salmon on that,
Oh
or
yeah,
fish, whatever
bit
it
of
is.
fish. Where's the knife?
It's up here. I've got
the chopping board's at the top.
I'll chop one as well. Just
Okay.
in case.
Let's go.
Oh, come on.
Right, served. Where's the hatch? Oh, it's down the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the way! That's it. Good.
What am I doing with this bit of seaweed here?
I don't think. What are you doing with it, Shaun?
Oh, there's a plate.
There's some salmon on a plate in the middle of the screen. Get something on that. There you go.
Right, there we go. Put that on there.
I'll chuck this rice on there.
Oh, yes, I could do with wrapping that salmon, couldn't we? Yeah, right there. I'll got it.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Oh wait, that one needs rice.
Is it done? No, it's got rice. No, cake needs rice. We need
a miracle. That's what we need.
Christmas
at this point. Yeah, we need.
Let's just pop that there. Let's put some rice in it. I'll go and put this on the oven.
Get some rice in that. That's what I was trying to do, but I'm obviously failing.
Right, I've just put the rice in that. I've put it on there, and there's no rice in the pot anymore. And I'll just take a hand of rice off.
Okay, put me bloody rice back.
There we go.
We need cucumber.
There you go. I'm going to cucumber.
That needs salmon, doesn't it? Does that need salmon?
That doesn't need salmon.
Salmon.
The rice is burning.
Oh my lord.
Oh
that
gosh.
That wasn't quite the.
That wasn't as polished and as.
No.
Saved by the bell.
All right, we'll probably call it there, won't we, folks? After that, like there was ups and downs. There was ups and downs, maybe more ups and downs, and I call that a collective win, right?
I think, yeah, we quit while we're ahead.
We cooperatively quit while we're ahead.
Yeah. And they can't take that away from us. So thanks very much for joining us. And to my brilliant guests, Shaun and Anna. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please drop us a comment and share this around. Until next time, see you later, folks. Go team. Good hustle.